Alrighty, everybody, this is Overmortal, the beginner's guide. All the other guides that I've looked at are awful. So, first off, I'll start explaining cultivation in general. When you go to cultivation, you're going to have things like right here, you get the cultivation bonus, elixirs, and then you have these. You can only use, I think when you start out, it's like 16 at a time. And then you have this right here, which is Respira. But basically what these are, is it gives you more cultivation base, like this right here. And it makes it easier for you to break through as well. So say you go over here, you're like, okay, I want to break through here, right? And say you fail a breakthrough, which is actually normal. Don't have to feel bad about failing a breakthrough. This is the F2P guide, free to play guide, by the way. So for the Corporea. So, in a nutshell, it takes time. You're probably like, okay, well, it says 68 years, which when you first start out, it's not going to take that long, obviously. But it's 15 minutes. 1 year is 15 minutes, and it tells me the expected time, until I reach my cultivation. Then you have this deal here. Oh. Okay, I just upgraded. I think I know how, but I'll tell you later. So, you have this is the Aura Gems. You're probably like, what's these Aura Gems? Well, when you claim them, it gives you experience towards breaking through to the next stage. Elixirs, right? So let's go ahead and go to like the 1R, right? Which is the first level. What you're really going to want to do is you don't want to just skip taking these and then move on to the next level. Now, energy pills are for magic cultivation only. Powder is for the Corporea cultivation. Now, the reason why I say you don't want to do that is because this pill effect dynamic, right? 12 out of 15. You use 15 to 30 of these, you get more cultivation. But after you go past the stage to the next stage, you can't use them to upgrade your cultivation. And having extra cultivation will give you more progress, even if it says like above 100% to 200% to 300%. It'll still give you more cultivation when you break through. So that's just elixirs in a nutshell, right? Remember, you also have these things called Monspirita, which that will also give you cultivation XP. You have red yang powder, but this is just magic cultivation, which really does nothing for you if you're a corporal. Now we can get into all these fruits and stuff. Basically, it just gives you like crit red, plus 20 crit, stuff like that. M hit, which is magic hit. PEVA, which is, physical or Scorpio, whatever it's called, evasion. And P hit. So if you're Scorpio, you're going to want P hit, P, anything with P in it. Okay, that sounds wrong. Anything with P in it, or it says Virtuoso C in it, is really great. Not Virtuoso M. Because it says Virtuoso M, that means magic. Virtuoso C is Scorpio. Anyways, I hope that was a little helpful as far as cultivation is. And yes, you have a timer on this. You're probably wondering, well, what's the ranks? What's the ranks of the cultivation? How far are you? Oh, I'm not actually that far at all. I just started on a new server. But you have cultivation tips if you click on the top left, and it's going to give you, there we go, novice, nascent soul, expand. So you're going to go through all these. You go through the connection F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Foundation, G2, G1, or G1, G2 early, G1, G2 middle, G3, yeah, G1, G2 late, G3, G4 late. So there's 4 stages, yeah. That's why it gets kind of confusing. So G1, 2, 3, 4, you know, as the first is the early stage, virtuoso, you know, just like cultivation is in the books. You know, you have all these different stages, and they just get longer and longer, essentially. So right now, where I'm at is right here, virtuoso middle G5. So yeah, I'm not too far off. I'm not too far off from anybody just starting or beginning the game. So let's just backspace on this. Come on, game. Yeah, sometimes it logs you back in. Anyways, that's just cultivation. That is literally just cultivation in a nutshell. Not sugarcoating anything. Oh, one more thing. This energy array, yeah, you're going to want to pay attention to this, okay? You know, and you find the materials, right? So you click on energy array and say, okay, I've only got 23 out of 30, you know, for whenever I get to nascent soul. I need to get 7 more, like, as quick as possible, right? So I literally click on the stone. Literally click on the stone. And it tells me where I can go. And it says you can find them in the sword grave, you can find them in the market, you know, or you can just purchase them for Fatum if you're not so free to play player. Or if you really need to, like, just get one, you know. But you'd end up going to the sword grave, right? And this is just one of the realms, and hit enter, and then just hit fight. And I'm hoping it does this well, because there's a lot of cultivators around here getting these. But basically, you don't need to touch your screen or anything like that. It will just auto move you everywhere. It'll auto move you to where these are, and they'll pick them up for you over time. But this is just talking about the abode right now, and cultivation in general. So if you want to, we can go to alchemy. But let's just double check that I didn't miss anything here. Oh yeah, elixirs. You can actually create them in here, in the alchemists, and the alchemy place, and then the garden. You know, that's a little later on. And then the forge room, obviously, creating armor and stuff and all that. But I will actually go into detail on alchemy next, forge room, and garden. Well, actually, no. I'll just do I'll just go into detail on in the next video. Probably, yeah, alchemy in the forge room, not the garden. Garden we can do it as a later video. But yeah, I hope that helped. But do keep in mind that these elixirs, right? You're gonna have to go and buy them. Like, how do I find them? How do I find them? How do I find them? The lesser yang powder, stuff like that. The red yang powder, you're gonna want to buy them. You don't want to rush. But yeah. And I'm not saying with like real money. You usually get it with the Destium or the Fatum currency. So yeah. And I guess this was the first video because all the other guides are terrible. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Next video I'll have up shortly.